This study focuses on the extent of use of methamphetamine among the urban American Indian and Alaska Native communities in Los Angeles County. Researchers also wanted to compare American Indians and Alaska Natives admitted for meth use versus the other drugs seen in treatment centers. This study was conducted between 2001 and 2005 on American Indian and Alaska Natives receiving treatment at publicly funded centers in Los Angeles County due to the rise of meth use among these citizens. Meth is a stimulant drug used worldwide. In Los Angeles County, meth-related rehab and hospitalization is increasing. Between 1993 and 2003, American Indians and Alaska Natives admitted into rehab for meth rose from 21,000 to over 117,000 in just 10 years. American Indians and Alaska Natives seeking treatment rose up to 37.1% in the year 2003. In 2004, over 4,000 visits to the Indian Health Center were related to meth use. 30% of the American Indian and Alaska Native population report that meth is their drug of choice. Approximately 6,000 of the 153,951 American Indian and Alaska Native population in Los Angeles County received publicly funded treatments. In the 2006 report by the Bureau of Indian Affairs, 74% claim that meth is their top drug problem. 64% claim that meth use increases domestic violence. 57% claim that meth use is increasing burglary. 64% claim that meth use is increasing assault and battery, and 48% claim that it increases child abuse and neglect.
All of the analyses conducted in this study were done by the Statistical Package for the Social Sciences, version 14, also known as the SPSS. Researchers used the Los Angeles County Participant Reporting System, also known as the LACPRS, that was developed by the LA County Alcohol and Drug Program Administration. This data can be entered and accessed directly to and from the ADPA file via an internet server. Treatment providers use the LACPRS questionnaire during the patient's entry and discharge to access treatment outcomes. This questionnaire includes demographic, substance abuse, and health-related variables. Many of the items in the questionnaire were taken from the Addiction Severity Index, also known as the ASI. The sample provided for the American Indian and Alaska Native communities only represent 1.4% of the total treatment population in LA County. All of the data combined from 2001 to 2005 combined for a sample of 2,285 admissions. The participants in this study self-identify as American Indian or Alaska Native. For 2004 and 2005, there were roughly 229 American Indians in the sample, and over 5 years, 587 reported for meth use and 1,698 reported for other drug use. In the meth use group, 49.8% entered outpatient treatment, 46% entered residential programs, and 4.5% entered daycare treatment programs. For the non-meth use group, 47.6% entered outpatient, 44.9% residential, 4.7% narcotic treatment, and 2.8% went into daytime rehabilitation programs.
Researchers came to the conclusion that the rise in treatment admissions was primarily for meth use between 2001 and 2005. In 2001, 24.8% of American Indians and Alaskan Natives reported meth as their primary drug problem. In 2004, meth use replaced alcohol as the prior reason for treatment, and by 2005, 31% of American Indians and Alaskan Natives reported meth as their top problem. In 2001, researchers found that 31.7% of the people in the study were female, while only 17.5% were male. Most of the meth use was claimed by females, whereas males mainly reported alcohol use. Researchers also came to the conclusion that the American Indians/Alaskan Natives communities used meth due to the stress acculturation from the majority cultures in LA County. This study could be improved in a few different ways. For example, there was the potential of underreporting and misidentification of the American Indians and Alaskan Natives. In the future, researchers should focus on the real and pure American Indians and Alaskan Natives instead of the ones who only self-identify or only partially identify with this race and ethnicity. Also, in this study, researchers only focused on publicly funded treatments. In the future, researchers could look into private treatment facilities or even use users that aren't receiving treatment.